What's up, guys? It's about 8:30 my time on Thursday, and let me start this video off by saying this is probably my last Starbound video for a while. Another game I really enjoy, Path of Exile, has a big expansion dropping tomorrow, and I have plans to play that pretty much all weekend. So I will be busy. That does not mean that I'm giving up on Starbound. It just means that I'm going to pause for a little while I play a little bit different game. Maybe for a week. I'm hoping that maybe on Monday or Tuesday I come back and stream, another hour or two of Starbound. So this is by no means the end of this playthrough. But I do want to get that out there right away. That, I will be taking a little bit of a hiatus from Starbound simply because I'm going to be playing other games very hard. So I just, I'm very surprised that these videos have gotten as much traction as they have. So I just don't want. I don't want people to freak out. What was on? Oh yeah, the precursor ruins on the surface. I want to check out here. So I am going to need my heating. I don't really think I'll need the light, but I suppose just to be safe, we will use light 3. Kept dying on that dang gas giant, which was really irritating. So eventually I just kind of, essentially gave up. So we are going to beeline it over to these precursor ruins. And if we see anything legitimately interesting, like bees, we will pause. But I think I'm mostly just going to want to zoom over there. Here we go. We are in a pretty small world, so I didn't expect this to take too horribly long. And then the thing I'm always kind of concerned about is, where the kind of, the reward rooms or whatever you want to call them in precursor ruins. There are typically some areas that have like crafting materials, or they're going to have a special something. And the last time I had found a precursor biome on the surface, I could see the specialty room from the surface. So I'm kind of wondering if that is going to be the case here too. It may not, which is kind of why I'm going to explore the whole area. And then I'll double back if I haven't found it. Well, I don't like that very much. Well, nothing so far. It doesn't mean there's not something down here. I don't even know what that is. A junction box. Okay, so nothing that matters. And then that looks like it's going to be about the end. I don't quite know what this is. It looks like elder brick. Yeah, interestingly, it is something you cannot destroy. Cozy in that malign sort of way. Huh. So it's just this small area. I wonder what the point of that is. Is it maybe marking something below the ground? Is it marking something up above the ground? Yeah, I have no idea. It is entirely indestructible. Oh, not what I really wanted to do there. I am sorry, bird. Does make me want to dig down. I really doubt it's anything special. And I also don't know if that's even possible, if something on the surface can denote something underneath it. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't actually think that that's possible. So we're going to avoid it entirely. I'm going to dig under the precursor biome, and we're going to see if we can find something under it, or rather, something from the bottom. See if we can find the special precursor room this way instead of being on the surface. I don't like that those things freeze you. That is quite annoying. Actually, we'll ignore that entirely. Let's just go this way. I don't know if it'll help any if I kind of like change the area I'm actually viewing. This is usually how I find the, like, I don't really know what else to call them, but the specialty rooms, the precursor rooms. Rooms that actually contain something while we're in this biome. Okay, so that is the bottom. It's just faster to dig through ice than dig through the precursor metal, so I figured, well, let's just go around the entire thing. Because I think that will allow us to see most of it. Oh. I don't actually think I need titanium anymore. There was a time. Okay, so this is the surface. So this biome does not go very deep. Which I guess makes sense, right? It's a surface biome. It would just be kind of a shame if there wasn't really anything particularly interesting in it. That will make it the first precursor biome that I have experienced as such. Oh, grab liquid? I'll take it. Good deal. Whoops. Not my best move. I don't even really think I need the grab liquid, but it's certainly not a common liquid, so I might as well get what I can. Still have not really found anything. And yeah, that's gonna be about it. Wow. So that's pretty disappointing. I think that means that there is no, like, special precursor room in this particular biome. Which makes sense because it's really small. So we'll just go up. Yeah, I think this means that weird elder thing that I found, but I have no idea what to do there. I wonder if you have to, like, put down an elder altar, but I don't know. So that explores everything in this area. Let us maybe try to find our next star. I really prefer systems that have a good variety of planets and some interesting ones as well. Oh, nice. Alright. So this looks okay. Although none of those are particularly unique. We've got a strange sea. 2 cyber spheres. Yeah, I think really what I'm looking for now is not necessarily the planets themselves, but the features of the planets. So, like, we do have another Aether Sea here. I don't think I put a marker down on the Aether Sea. No, I only put one down on the gas giant. Was there an eighth? There was not an aether sea here. It was like the last one that I went to. A nitrogen sea. I don't think I went into the nitrogen sea though, so let's just quick double check that. Bumpy warts, 28.125, screams, 0.44444444. Oh, it's a nitrogen sea moon, supposedly. Yeah, I guess that would make sense, right? It's a planet orbiting another one, so that makes it a moon. We'll quick beam down. I don't think it's going to be anything anything particularly unique. Well, look at that. 2 chests. Right next to each other. How convenient. Oh, and there's the liquid nitrogen filling up. Oh boy. I'm a fast swimmer, aren't I? I wonder why that is. Something is giving me a swim 2 boost. I'm not gonna complain. I don't actually know if I can do anything with frozen sand, but actually I think frozen sand you can sift, but icy sand you can't. But I don't remember 100%. Man, that swim boost is really fast. While we got it, let's put it to good use. Oh, and now we are, yep, that's over. So now we're in the underground portion. Don't remember if there's actually anything interesting we can get while we're down here. Might be some plants or something. Gosh, so fast. It's kind of crazy. I was really hoping to get a little bit of isogen ore. That's kind of what I was thinking when I came down. Now we're on purple ice. Must be getting close to the core then. Yep. Nothing, nothing. I think we're gonna call it. And I will attempt a new star system. What's this? It's a something. No, it's just some underground garbage. Oops. Just keep going up. swim boost is almost up. But we're pretty much done. That candy cane. Candy block, yeah. Anything in the present? No. Anything in the weapons chest? Yes. Can I get the Christmas tree? Yes. Okay, and then I think that's pretty much it. It's a shame there's no isogen though. I need isogen. Isogen and pyrite I have not really been able to find too much. I might need to be looking at like an Arctic. I'm not sure. That's kind of the thing. And then this, yeah, this was the one that had the Aether Sea. So I could go to another one that has an Aether Sea, which might be a good idea. Might be a good idea to go here, actually. Between two volcanics, an infernus, and a lava, maybe I'll be able to find a little pyrite. And I think I have, yeah, I have cooling 3 now. So sure, let's give that a whirl. We do have a bit of Urchius, so we can fuel up there. And there are going to be a bunch of blocks that I just straight up don't need, right? Like there are a bunch that all that you can do with them is sift into research, or in the case of like snow and ice, all you get out of it is water. All of those. Delicate coral, there's not enough there. Rose stone, I'm pretty sure, is just research. And then all of these are essentially building materials, so I don't really bother with those. So, let's see what we got in this system. I always start at the middle. I don't know, because I'm weird. So, what is on the cybersphere? Precursor. Densinium. This might be worth investigating. With the firestorms, I'm going to want the cooling EPP. And I don't know, there's part of me that wants to, well, maybe this will be good, immunity to electrified. I don't believe I need the light on a cybersphere. This is a boring moon. Cybersphere, Metal Hive, and Metalworks. That'll be interesting. I don't really know what a Metal Hive looks like. I'm assuming it's just Hive with a metal background. Oh wow, it's windy. What do you want? Huh. I have never gotten a quest like this. Well, I grew wary of watching Jersey Shore like all the other idiots. I turned to murder instead. I kind of want to take these because I'm a bad person, but she didn't see me, so it's cool. A little dark water. Okay, there's a lot of dark water. This is not really something that matters to me. Okay, so some lava, so there's some molten steel sand down there. Current corn, little automado. What do we got in here? What tier is this? Tier 6? What tier is it? And then we go, and we take it. I like getting the big giant 300 slot containers, I suppose. It's called containers. So Swim Boost 2 is awkward in that it actually makes me faster than walking. Oh, it's just dark water. It seemed like I could fly. But maybe I'm crazy. Don't even try me, boy. Uh-oh. Got those big giant explodey bits. This looks like Densinium right in there. Right, yep. One whole Densinium. You can tell from that really pale blue light that came from it. Easy. Little asphalt. I'm not. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a penguin complex. Haven't seen one of these in a long time. These usually are. Oh, okay, I'll take Molotovs. Yeah, they're usually just some sort of throwing weapon, which is not particularly interesting. Not that it's bad, but it's just not really typically where most players want to be, right? You don't want to be using a weapon that you literally use up, and eventually you don't have anymore. That's why the sword is really nice. You just stab. And it doesn't run out. Nice. Nice. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to open that door up yet, or if I still need to find one more. Yeah, I think I still need to find one more. Oh, a quest. I wonder what dungeon that's going to be for. Not particularly impressive there. A diamond. There do seem to be a lot of containers, though. You know, I'll take it. Another diamond. I believe it is this. Am I correct? Yes, I am correct. And what is this one? Oh, Highway Havoc. Get the spanker. I think Highway Havoc is like tier 8. Nope. Little neon melons, puss plums. Oop. This is one of these encounters. Yeah. A refinery. I don't think I actually ever made a refinery, so I'll take it. See what we got in here. It really wants to give me a lot of wortweeds and puss plums here. I don't really know if it's puss plum, actually. It might be pus plum, but it has 2 S's. So I feel like if it was pus plum, they would know how to spell. Yeah, try me. Oh good, I am immune. Whoa, bro. Step off. Nothing. Gee, dang it. Oh, here's our metal hive. Metal parts. I don't know what you do with those, so we're gonna get some. Nada. think this is liquid protocyte, actually. Yeah, buddy. That's nice. I don't think I have too much liquid protocyte. It's not a super common material. Okay, a couple of genes, I'll take it. And what's this guy? Slaughter bite. A collar that makes your pet do radius damage when harmed. That actually seems useful for a pet. On one of my first characters with RPG growth, I went the pet specialization. Hey, we found the precursor. That was not particularly challenging. The challenge, however, will be finding the relevant room. So we got a couple enemies that are getting hosed by light or by fire. Because, I don't know, magma fell down or something. I don't know, there's something glowing over here. So, skid it. Okay, never mind, that's actually just part of the background. Then there's something here. A little densinium. Probably a little bit more here. And a little bit more here, unless it is, yep, it is the background. There might be some right up here. Okay. What are you? And why does everything want me dead? What did I get here? A precursor charge module. That's new. I've never gotten that. Densinium. So, let's dig down a little bit. There we go. There was one whole densinium. So because this is a much bigger planet, the biome is bigger, which also makes it a heck of a lot more irritating to try to find one particular small spot. Oh, cool, quantum processor. What can happen, which it doesn't look like it has here, but what can happen is there can be multiple of these little like precursor specialty rooms in a single biome. So it's still, wow, I think that was a really low-flying plane. shadow gas. We don't like that. We have had our fill of shadow gas. Although that was on another character, but I got stuck in like a shadow gas ocean underground, and then there were like a bunch of wizards, like, murdering me, and I died, and I wasn't happy about it. Wow, so those are like really high level. Subspace flux fluid, dimensional cell, and quantum processor. Although I suppose at this point we're not even in the precursor area anymore, right? This is just fighting robots. I mean, I guess I don't really know. It might still be considered a precursor area. Damn you, shadow gas. Okay, we're hooked onto something here. The only thing that matters is that we don't die. Because that would really suck. Okay. I kind of think that, like, this is the bottom of the world. And I don't think that's really where I wanted to go. Let's zoom up. I do like that robotic enemies tend to have what I would consider to be the best drops. Especially these things. Annulax battery. Precursor memory unit. Looks like some good stuff. Two of these little guys. A teleporter core, too. Those are nice just because they're kind of hard to craft. This is something, I don't even know what that is. We're gonna go look. But it's a thing. I don't know. I don't know what it is. So we can't interact with it in any way. It says, what is hiding inside of this? Let's take it. Will it let me? Or is it gonna break? Oh, you just get research. Bogus. Bogus. Exotic matter. Let's see what there is to see. Oh, okay, I'm out of energy, and that's going to be a guy that wants to fight me. Got those puppies. Look at this guy. They are resistant to fire. That is irritating. More of these. Very nice. A large metal tank. Honed Lunari. Omega Laser and Honed Lunari. That's pretty cool. I don't know what an Omega Laser is, but suddenly I want one. What are you? Oh, you're just another angry guy. Okay, alright, cool. Glad that I can't even just look around without getting people angry. Without making spider robots want to murder me. Nice, another Honed Lunari. Like, those are insanely high-level crafting materials. Like I said before, I'm just really surprised. There's a something. I think it's just a chest with very likely nothing in it. Yeah. Oh, great. I'm gonna die. I did not die. Yeah, because we've got shadow gas that's coming down, so at this point I am not going to want to be over there. I'm assuming that is an ocean for some reason. We want to avoid that because that is how I get killed. The frustration with shadow gas is that it is considered a liquid, but you cannot swim in it, so you fall. You just fall, and you continue to fall, and you don't stop falling until you hit something, which often, if you find an ocean of the stuff, it is fatal. Something with which, after a playthrough, I have gotten very familiar with. So this is back where I was. Pretty easy to avoid it. Just we'll go off to the right instead of going to the left here. Okay, you don't do anything. Yeah, I think these are always, yeah, those seem like they're always completely empty. Hexpane panels. I think hexpane sifts into advanced plastic. And I think that that's actually kind of useful. Yeah, I think I've somehow gotten really far away from the original precursor biome. At least I think there was a precursor biome. At this point, I don't even remember. I just remember thinking I was farming a precursor biome. But who can be sure of anything at this point? Hey, I wasn't crazy. There was a precursor biome. A precursor biome in which we did not find any of the special stuff. Was very worth going further underground, though. Much more so than I expected. We can get rid of the rambling drone. Yeah, getting like quantum fluid, that's a big deal. 3 teleporter cores is pretty sweet. Honed Lunari, I have not even been able to make that yet. Charge modules I've never gotten. And then a lot of these are just kind of like high level. Like plastic polymer is sort of whatever. Getting a bunch of sticks of RAM is great. Quantum processors, dimensional cells, state phase gel, like a lot of these things are just very, very high level crafting materials. That's really nice, just basically being able to farm them. Ooh, that's some shockies. Okay, so that is no longer a precursor biome. Yeah, this is like the bottom of the precursor biome. Let's see what we can see. Doesn't really look like anything. Yep, and then we hit the metal hive. Guess we'll go off to the right. See if there's anything here. And I mean, who knows? It is distinctly possible that there is just not anything. I have found a number of precursor biomes in the past that just don't have those special rooms. Which is sad, but whatever. Ooh, that was a bit of a fall. No, these are just some anti-grav fluids, I think. Well, we'll get you, at least. Yep, a little bit of grav liquid. Yeah, we're out of the precursor biome already again. Oh, that's funny. He tries to fall down, but he hits the gravity liquid. When we see it, it's like really obvious. It usually it's like a huge room that glows yellow. I think it's usually. is just nothing. And I will not be streaming much longer, so it would be really cool to like find something like actually interesting to end this with. But let's just be real, that's not going to happen. Yeah, if you fall too far, then you're not in the precursor biome anymore. That seems to be the biggest issue. So it's not very tall. It's like a very thin layer of precursor biome, it seems like. Yeah, this is the end of it. It's so crazy. It feels like this biome is so small. Well, that's a real shame. Yep, and then that's the bottom of it, right? We're no longer in the precursor biome. We're in this weird, like, alternate precursor biome, because these things drop precursor stuff. But it's not a precursor biome. Man, frankly, I kind of just want to, like, farm this biome here for a while. So maybe I'll save, and I'll just, I'll come back to it so that I'm right here. I'll have to write myself a note, though, because otherwise I'll forget, because it might be 4 or 5 days before I come back and play. So, like I said, it might be a while before I come back to Starbound. I definitely will. I'm certainly not abandoning this file, and I know that I've had so much fun with the game that like I'm not done. The only thing is, as I said at the start of this video, I've got another itch I need to scratch, and Starbound is not the only game I play. Path of Exile is another game that I have played for a long time. So with that new expansion coming out, I'm going to be playing that for a while. So yeah, let's just end it there. I think this is fine. So yeah. Hopefully see you guys in another 4 or 5 days.